Hey guys, before the video starts, I want to quickly congratulate the winners for the Diamond Pass giveaway, and please make sure to hit me up on my Twitter. My DMs are always open, so it should be easy enough to show proof and hit me up. Yo, what's going on, boys? It's time. Today I'm going to be making an all evolution tier list. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I was looking at the other tier list that I made a while back, and you guys seem to enjoy it a lot, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as well. Gonna be a little bit shorter, because not a lot of evolutions in the game just yet, but anyways, starting off, first one is going to be the Evil Barbs. I'm going to put Evil Barbs on B. I feel like it's kind of mid now. It's like not that good, but also not that bad. Because after the Cannoneer came out, Barbs kind of fell off because decks like Bomb Tower, Poison, and stuff like that got really popular. And Barbs are not really good in beatdown either anymore. You want to have like a really fast cycle to be able to abuse more evolutions, and Evil Bomber also was kind of the reason for Barb's downfall, because it directly counters Barb's, and it was super broken for like a whole season, so Barb's kind of disappeared. Although I have to say, super fun card to play in beatdown decks. I do hope it comes back in the meta. Okay, next one is going to be the Evil Bats, and I'm going to put it in tier S. I don't really have to explain much for this, because ever since the Cannoneer came out, Bats have been going crazy. I feel like the reason Evil Bats went from like a, I don't know, like a mid-tier evolution to like literally a S-tier evolution is because Cannoneer came out, Bats get a lot of value, and a lot of cheap cycle decks, like for example the Eagle deck with Skelly King and stuff, and like a lot of other decks, and they just kind of replace like the heavy cards for like the cheap evolutions, and Bats happen to be one of them along with the Evo Skeletons, so I feel like that's the reason why it's popping off right now. Okay, Evil Bomber. Alright, got nerfed, and super good nerf, by the way, an amazing nerf. The nerf made it like more of like a defensive card more than like an offensive card now. Like you can't rely on the Bomber as a win condition anymore, but anyways, it was broken for like a whole season. I feel like after the nerf, it's still going to be an A-tier card because Drill's popular right now, so like we're going to see a lot of Bomber in the meta. And Evil Bomber's still not like that bad. Like it got nerfed, but it's not that bad. You can still make some crazy plays with it. Only on defense, I feel like you can't really get as much damage on offense anymore. But the double bounce on the tower is definitely nice. Anyways, next up is going to be the Evil Eye Spirit, and it's going straight down to D. I don't really have to explain much for this either, because even after the Radius buff, nobody's playing it. Let me know in the comments if you guys think so as well, but yeah, I personally think this card is like beyond help. You can't really buff it to the point where like it'll be used again. You'd have to make it do like crazy amount of damage or freeze for like, I don't know, 10 seconds straight or something to make it like on par with our other evolutions. I'm gonna put Evil Knight on S. I mean, I know it got nerfed, but Evo Knight is such a versatile Evo that you can play it in any cycle deck, and it's so reliable as well. Let me actually correct that. A lot of beatdown decks run Evo Knight as well. Like, for example, Lava Hound, Golem, E-Giant. Yeah, now that I think about it, like, almost all the decks in the game run Evo Knight. Or you can kind of, like, fit it in for, like, any other card. Super versatile evolution once again. Super fun to play as well, so I will definitely give this one an S. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree with this. But next up is going to be the Evolution RG. Okay, this card is going on tier C, and I put it on tier C because it's less used than the Barbs, and it's also not as threatening anymore because defending an RG is not that hard anymore. I feel like on release, it was like a lot more of a threat because not a lot of people knew how to defend it because they had to adapt to defending it, and you could just put it at the bridge and get guaranteed damage and stuff, and it was also like a lot more broken than what it is now. But in this meta, in this current meta, after the Cannoneer came out and everything, Evo RG is not that popular. Anyways, next up is going to be the Evo Recruits. I'm going to put them on A. Not exactly S, because Evo Recruits kind of like fell off last season because of the Bomber, and I feel like it's going to be the same this season. But still, a really good evolution in beatdown decks, and yeah, Goblin Giant Recruits, for example, or like E-Giant Recruits even. Like a lot of people play like stupid win conditions with the recruits, and it just works because they're so broken. So let me know if you guys agree on that too. I know you guys are going to agree on that because my viewers are all Expo players, or like mostly Expo players. So yeah, I already know you guys are going to agree on it. But anyways, Evo Skeletons on S, nothing to disagree on here. I've seen a million clips of Evo Skeletons just kind of going in, taking the opponent's King Tower. One misplay and they get on tower. If they get on tower, then the opponent gives up and then they get on the King Tower. And then GG's, man. It was a good game. Although I have to say, like, almost every deck in the game has a way to deal with the Evo Skeletons. So to get them on the tower, you have to outplay your opponents. Like, I love the fact that they have, like, a outplay potential, massive outplay potential. But anyways, gonna put the Evo Tesla on tier B. I feel like this is valid because it's not that popular, but it is a pretty decent Evo. And since it's a building like a defensive building, I feel like a lot of people would rather just play like a aggressive Evo or like something that they can get damage with or defend for cheap or I don't know, just win games with, you know. And Evo Tesla, not really that good of an Evo. Like the decks that Evo Tesla fits in, a lot of other evolutions fit in better. Like for example, if we're talking about minor wall breakers, Evo Skellies and Evo wall breakers fit in way better than the Tesla. That kind of thing. But anyways, I'm gonna put the Evo Valk on B tier. Evo Valk has been kind of picking it back in the meta now after the buff. I've seen like a lot of people play Evo Valk in a Remy Elad deck and also seen like a lot of Lava Hound decks with the Evo Valk in it. So I'm glad that it's like finally coming back into the meta. I'm still gonna put it on B though. It's not that strong, but it's getting somewhere though. Hopefully they buff it again sometime soon. I feel like it's not that good. Let me know if in the comments if you guys think it also needs a buff. But anyways, Evil Wallbreakers, oh my god, do I have to even talk about this? Card is so damn broken. Literally one Wallbreaker does like over 1600 damage. I forget where I saw the clip, but literally if the big Wallbreaker like blasts in front of your tower and then the small one connects, then you take like over like 1600 damage. Actually so dumb, so yeah, just be careful not to let the big one blast in front of your tower. Just like eat the damage if they get close, but I don't know. Such a broken card. Hopefully they fix the thing though. Like I feel like it's a bug because it should not be able to do 1600. Just one of them should not be able to do that much, but hopefully they fix it. And yeah, Evil Wallbreaker's in a lot of decks, so S is valid. Evo Zap, I'm gonna put it on A. It's not out yet, like it hasn't been released yet, but I feel like it's gonna be like a really nice spell Evo with like an outplay potential, so I'm gonna put it on A. I know that a lot of like minor bats Wallbreaker decks are gonna run Evo Zap, because Evo Zap is good in like fast cycle decks because it's a two cycle evolution and it's only a 2 elixir card, so I feel like cycle decks are gonna pop off with it. Anyways, Evo Firecracker gonna go down to C because it got replaced by the Bomber quite easily, and it's also not as good as the Bomber in any way possible. It's just like 1 elixir extra for like the same thing as the Bomber, if not worse. I totally understand why people are kind of replacing it with the Bomber. I mean, to be fair, a lot of decks still run the Firecracker. Like, for example, Hog EQ can't function without it because you need the air, but yeah, not that good of a card on itself. Okay, gonna go for S on the Evo Archers because it's still really popular and it's also really broken. I feel like, Evo Archers are in a lot of like beatdown as well as cycle decks. Like Expo 3.0 always runs it. I know Goblin Giant decks, like some of them run it. I know like a lot of recruits deck run it as well, so it's always gonna be like a super nice and super broken Evo in my opinion. Okay, final one is going to be the Evo Mortar. I'm not gonna put it on D, I'm just joking. It's a good like B tier evolution, I wanna say. It's strong on its own. I mean, yeah, if it locks on the tower, then the tower's gone basically. Like you have to kill the mortar really fast, but it's not in the meta though. Like I haven't seen anyone play Mortar like that. And even in Mortar decks, I feel like Bats Evo and Bomber Evo are more popular than the Mortar Evo. Or even like a Knight Evo is more popular in the deck. But I'm going to end the video there. Let me know if you guys agree with this. And I love you guys. Bye.